We mentioned Alan Toomey, which was very, very sad. It always is when a player goes down with a season-ending knee injury. But on Saturday at the MCG, we all went along, Jim, and called the game. We were that excited because we're going to see one of our favourites in action. And he went down with a knee injury. We rang Sam straight away. He was in bed, sobbing like a baby, given that he wanted to adopt this man this time last week. It is sad. He is a star. He's been good enough to join us from his home in Adelaide. Please welcome him to the Footy Show, Taylor Tex Walker. There it is, the big fella. Mate, we were horrified to see what happened.
Guys?
Yeah, we're going well. Just a slight delay. That's not Tex. Just taking a while to compute what's going on. We believe you may be going in for surgery on Monday, mate. Just let's get that sorted out straight away.
Yeah, obviously disappointing with the knee injury and going in Monday for a bit of surgery. So I'll probably be a little bit nervous when come Sunday, but looking forward to getting it all out of the way.
Hey, Texan, we're going to take a little bit of a look at what happened on the weekend. You were tearing it to shreds. You'd had, I think, 3 shots at goal by this stage, just about halfway through the first quarter. What went through your mind as your foot landed and then hyperextended?
It was one of those things that I was expecting to get the body, and obviously I didn't. And you sort of, funny as it sounds, you lose awareness of where your feet are. And then hit the ground and got a bit catapult. It was like I was on a bit of a trampoline, but excruciating pain at first, and then got up and I thought I would have been fine, but I got assessed and got the worst news possible.
Tex, my boy, is there anything on your body working at all?
Yeah, obviously the knee's not working well, but everything else is working pretty fine, Sam.
I see. Everything's going well, is it? Is there anything I could lend you?
Mate, yeah.
Hey, just a minute,
you could lend me your house to come and live with you for 12 months.
Only if I can have the off-ramp. Now, Gary, just a minute, Tex. How come it's taken 3 seconds for this sound to get to Adelaide?
What am I?
We spoke to Neil Armstrong in 1969 on the moon.
Well, I can fix that right away. Let's talk to Tex and we'll sort this out in the ad break.
Righto, come back in, Tex. Over.
Hey, Tex, you live with... You live with our great mate Bernie Vince, of course, and that is an extraordinary household in itself. And Bernard had to take you down to the footy club. I think we might have at least some vision, or certainly, here we go. He just managed to park you about 1 kilometre away from where you needed to be. Did he not realise that you were struggling a bit to get around?
Oh, it was funny, we got to the club and all the cameras are there, so we tried to go up the other entrance. The cameras come running around the side, and Bernie wanted to keep chucking a couple of laps, but yeah, he did. He parked me over at Westlake Shopping Centre to walk over.
Tex, it's great to have you on the show. The next couple of months are going to be really tough for you. Do you have a girlfriend that can look after you and give you a little bit of love?
Nah, Croft, that's why I live with Bernie, mate. He's looking after me.
Is Bernie there by any chance, Tex? I know that he has been looking after you pretty well. Is he around the area at all, doing some washing up or some cleaning up after you?
Bernie's been really good this week. He's been doing a lot of cleaning up, and he's actually... Bern! He's actually just bringing me a cup of tea. Here he is.
And just happen to have a microphone on too, Bern.
Hey, Bernard, I want to ask you this. It's my understanding that since the Texan went down with this tragic injury, there has been a conga line of young ladies wandering into the house with gifts of food and things helping him out. Is this true?
Yeah, that is true, Jim. I've had to leave the door unlocked. I'm sick of hearing knocks on the door, but no, they've actually been very nice. I brought some food around, and yeah, we actually haven't cooked that much this week because he's actually got a lot of girlfriends. He says they're just friends. So
that's my mum, Bern.
Oh,
I tell you what, hey, you two just stay there with us if you wouldn't mind. We're going to have a look at this game, Crawford. It is a big one for the Adelaide Footy Club. They take on the Hawks.
Yeah, it's massive. On Saturday, Amy Stadium, Adelaide are taking on the Mighty Hawks. And Petrenko, Walker and Laird are out. But in comes Paul Pleasure, who'll play through the forward line. McKernan will probably go to full forward, so a big strong body there. And Ben Rutten, it's his 200th game. He's been a wonderful player, and we wish him all the very best. He's probably going to line up on Buddy Franklin. There's the Hawks side. They found a way to win last week. They didn't play well, but they got the 4 points. Sam Mitchell's been in wonderful form, playing a little bit down back at the moment, but which is unusual. And Brad Sewell comes back in, but it's going to be tough. This is virtually Adelaide's season this week. They really need to win, and sometimes when you're under the pump so much, teams can come together and find a way. So I reckon this is a danger game for the Hawks, but I reckon they can still win.
How concerned, Shane, are you about your old teammate Cyril Rioli? Is this starting to become an issue, the amount of hamstrings that he's had in his career?
Well, last time he had a hamstring injury, they changed his running technique, and maybe they need to go to the Foss and work with his running technique. But yeah, it is a bit of a worry, and they'll take probably at least 8 weeks to get him right and make sure that he's cherry right for the second half of the season. So it's a bit of a worry, but they've got some wonderful players ready to come in and play well.
I always get worried when a team wins a game and they lose all the key stats. You know, they've lost contested possession, lost clearances and lost inside 50s. I think the Hawks, if they're able to win, given all that, they'll come out this week, win those clearances and all those important stats and more than likely win the game.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Adelaide Football Club, the injury to Big Tex has just compounded the fact they lost Tippett last year as well. And I can't see where they're going to kick their goals from. If they're going to win, Paul Pleasure's going to have to stand up and kick a bag. I think the Hawks will get it done pretty easy over there at Amy.
Tell you what, bit of advice for Bernard, who's
starting to feel inadequate.
I know, that's why we've got to keep pushing through.
Not Bernard. I want to ask the Tex.
Go.
Please, Tex, just in good faith, I ask this question. You're obviously a fan of the mullet. Do you ever look in the mirror and wonder when that phase will pass?
I obviously get to look in the mirror every day, mate. It's a good-looking face, so at least mine's not plastic, so that's why I enjoy looking at it.
Now you're warming up, Tex.
Yeah, that's...
Hey, I just want to be serious for a moment. Tex, you got a friend you met at the Adelaide Crows Family Day, young girl by the name of Lily Block. She's 5 years old. She's undergone 6 months of intensive treatment for acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and she's got another couple of years to go. Her brother was also diagnosed with the same condition. He undertook 2.5 years of treatment, now happy and healthy, thankfully. You've taken this little girl to heart, Tex, and tonight you're going to make a bit of a statement and launch a fund here on behalf of worldsgreatestshave.com/Tex. There's the number, but we're going to try and raise some money for this little girl, Lily.
Yeah, obviously in times like these it's pretty tough for myself, and I always try and put a positive spin on things. And I met Lily. She's a 5-year-old girl who was diagnosed with leukemia 6 months ago, and I was very lucky to meet the young girl and to get me in the studio live. I want to raise 50 grand, and when I come to the studio, I don't know yet who I'll get to cut me mullet, but Sam, I might let Sam cut me mullet off.
Mate, so this is the story. This is it's a fantastic thing you're doing. You want to raise $50,000 for the Leukemia Foundation, the principal charity partner of the Crows Foundation. The Footy Show tonight's going to kick it off for $5,000, so we'll get the fund underway. And if the big Texan, Samuel, if the big Tex can get this up to $50,000, he's committed to come in here live, and one of us, probably you, I would imagine, gets to shave off the mullet once and for all.
I'll shave it all off.
The
whole lot.
He could do that as well.
Yeah, I'll shave his whole head.
Well, that is an outstanding thing. Yes, Shane?
Tex, Ben Rutten playing 200 games is a wonderful effort.
Certainly is, Croft. He's been a wonderful player for the Adelaide Football Club, and he's taught me a lot. I've played on him a lot during the pre-season and training and stuff like that, and I'm really wrapped for truck and disappointed that I won't be out there, but I think the boys will get up and have a really good game and hopefully beat your boys.
And who's going to take Burn? Who's going to take Tex's place? Obviously, opportunity for a couple of players now.
Yeah, guys like Sean McKernan and Louis Johnson have been performing really well in the SANFL, so these guys have been screaming out for opportunity, and it's going to be their chance, albeit through Tex's injury, unfortunately, but they get a real chance now to step up for us. So really looking forward to seeing how those guys go, and hopefully they can pick up where Big Tex left off.
And Burn, as we let you go, the porpoise has overcome those coccyx issues and he's back on track.
Oh, I thought you might have left him alone just tonight, Jim, but he's all good, mate. Back in the side this week, so let's hope he has a good one. And we really need guys like him and myself and guys that have been a little bit down to be back in form. So really looking for a big one for Truck's 200th this week, and hopefully it can set our season up. All
right, nice bit of artwork too in the back of the Walker Bernard house. Hey, listen, Bernard, great to see you back in the side. Bit of memorabilia on the wall. Hey, Bernard, great to see you back in and playing really good footy on the weekend. And Texan, devastated we are, especially the Force, who absolutely loves you, but we know you're going to be back bigger and stronger. We look forward to chatting to you throughout the year. Thanks very much for being with us. All right,
thanks, guys.
Tex there, superstar, and so is Bernard. Well, before I get to the Foss, world's greatest shave, by the way, for the Leukemia Foundation. There it is. So if you want to contribute, this is a fantastic thing Tex is doing. 50 grand, he'll come on this show and allow Sam to shave his whole head. 1-800 500 088 or worldsgreatestshave.com/Tex.
Wilfred, you've got an engineering degree, have you? Would it be the height of our antenna, or could you do some calculations as to why it takes 4 seconds?
Well, I don't know why you're so worried about 4 seconds. Adelaide's usually 30 minutes behind.
Oh, no. We've got wonderful supporters over there, Big Wilbur. We need to take a break. We've got lots still to...
I think Wilfred's got our man.
He has. He doesn't know what to do, the enforcer. We're going to a break. Damien Barrett with all the news to join us there.